What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB The Show video. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 best cards to be using at every single position on the diamond. Obviously, this is my all-time Angel squad, not my God squad, but we will be going over my God squad as soon as I'm done telling you about my picks for the top 5. We'll go over the pitchers and relievers as well. We'll do 5 lefties, 5 righties as well. If you guys do like this type of content, be sure to let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2. I could show you some budget beasts, or maybe the best players, 90 to 95, something, whatever you want, down in the comments below. Be sure to hit that sub button if you want to see some more MLB The Show content, and let's get right into the video, start talking about these. We're going to start ourselves off in the outfield, starting over with the right field position. Let's go. All right, now before we get into talking about right fielders, here's some ground rules, or here's what's going on. Keep in mind, everyone has their preferences. Me personally, I love left-handed hitters. I hate right-handed hitters. I value defense a little bit, depends on the position. And we're going to be going over primary positions. So right field, left field, center field, not secondaries. With the exception of catcher, I will allow one because I can't ignore him. You guys already know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not a amazing top tier player by anything. Take this with a grain of salt. I usually play on Hall of Fame and All-Star. I don't play a lot of Legend. So some of these guys might suck on Legend, and I don't even know. I probably couldn't hit with the best cards in the game on Legend anyway. So at the end of the day, this is just my ranking. A pretty average MLB The Show player. This is kind of my perspective on what I'm going into when I'm talking about these players. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into our number 5 pick for right fielders. That's going to be this 95 overall Joey Gallo. Now, this is the Home Run Derby card. It has a little bit better contact than his, of course, his 42 Series Diamond card. Joey Gallo cards always rake if you can make contact with him. That's always a little caveat with them. He has amazing defense, especially for a Home Run Derby card. It's impressive. First base, third base, you name it. So, Joey Gallo at number 5. The 4th spot we're going to give to Teoscar Hernandez. Very good card. Solid defense, solid speed. In the 3rd spot, we got Nicholas Castellanos. Amazing bat. Not the best defense, but at the end of the day, he's good enough. I would definitely use him in right field. Probably third base over right field, if I'm being honest. Number 2, I got Aaron Judge. I know it's kind of a hot take. A lot of people don't like Aaron Judge, but great defense, amazing hitting, and he has a great swing. I don't know. I love Aaron Judge personally. And then number 1... who else could it be beside Ronald Acuna Jr.? This card is absolutely juiced. He's got the speed, the defense, the arm strength you want in right field, the hitting, swing is smooth as butter. One of my favorite right-handed swings in the game. So Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to get that number 1 spot in right fielder. You got to get this card if you do not have it already. Let's move on over to center field and see who I got at number 5. All right, so my number 5 center fielder is actually going to be Adolis Garcia. It's actually kind of a 3-way tie. Any one of these 3 all-star players, Cedric Mullins, Chris Taylor, or Adolis Garcia. I'm going to pick Adolis Garcia personally. I think he's my favorite of the 3. All very good options, all good at hitting. Not the best defense personally. None of them have 90+ speed, and that's something I really look for in a center fielder personally. And none of them are left-handed. Well, Cedric Mullins is left-handed, I should say, but Cedric Mullins' defense is just too bad. I can't imagine using that in center field for me personally. At number 4, we're going to go with this 95 Byron Buxton. I know a lot of people are still using this, and more power to you if you are. I can't hit with this card. I don't know why. Right-handed hitting just doesn't do well for me. 99 speed though, diamond defense, solid hitting attributes. This is definitely a God Squad worthy card if you are still using it. At the number 3 spot, I'm going to go with Jason Dominguez, my man. He's got 90+ attributes on all the hitting, contact, and power. He's got 94 speed, diamond defense. Solid card to have out there. Number 2, we're going to go with 96 overall live series Mike Trout. This card is juiced. Not the best defense, but absolutely juiced. And this is the hottest take I think I have in my entire top 5 list. My number 1 center fielder is going to be Steve Finley. This is the most criminally underrated card in the game. If you guys haven't used this card, he's sitting in your inventory, get on your ass and use him right now. He's ridiculous. One of the best swings in the game. 99 overall at parallel 5. Just all around amazing card. Diamond defense at parallel 5, 93 speed at parallel 5. Man's just been ridiculous for me. This is my favorite card in the game currently. So Steve Finley, absolutely juiced. Gotta put him in there, but Mike Trout's pretty good too, I guess. Now over in left field's a very shallow position for primary, so I'm gonna go at number 5 is gonna be this 93 prime Garrett Anderson. He's very expensive on the auction place right now. If you don't already have him like I do, I wouldn't recommend buying him, but somebody's got to be number 5. It was between him and Eloy Jimenez, so if you like righties, go with Eloy. Number 4, I'm gonna go with 99 Alfonso Soriano. I know this card is so good on paper. These stats are ridiculous, but he just has the slowest right-handed swing in the game. I can't deal with it personally. If you're good with it, good for you, but yeah, number 4 spot for me is going to be Alfonso Soriano. Number 3, we're going to go with this Juan Soto. This is one of the best hitting cards in the game, but the defense is absolutely killer, dude. This defense is so bad. I'm never going to use this card except for off the bench, but if for some reason you can deal with that defense, put him in left field. This man is going to hit a home run every single at-bat. Even against lefties, man, he's so cracked. Number 2 is kind of a sleeper pick because I think most people use secondary left fielders, but if you're looking for a primary left fielder that rakes, David Justice is the man to do the job. 100 plus for all of his offensive stats. Silver defense in left field's not too bad. 75 arm strength. He'll be good enough for you out there. And then number 1, who else could it be? Kyle Schwarber. This card is one of the best in the entire game, and we're probably going to see him later on. As you would know, he does that catcher secondary, so absolutely cracked this card is. You got to get him if you don't already have him. Now we're going to move over to the infield and shortstop positions where we're going to start out at. Shortstop is a very stacked position this year, which is kind of interesting. I got to give an honorary shout out to my boy Ernie Tanks. Before all these new shortstops came out, he was my lockdown shortstop for a really long time. So can we just get a quick round of applause for Ernie Tanks? These are his online stats: 373 average, 20 home runs in 80 games. Good for you, Ernie Tanks. You really did me well. I'm ready for your 99 to come out. I might slide it back in there. But now let's get to the number 5 pick, and for me, that's probably going to be this Carlos Correa, 96 overall. I don't know. He's good. Like I said, I'm not very good with right-handed hitters, so he definitely loses some points on that. I don't really like his swing that much. I know a lot of people love Correa cards, but I'm not one of those personally. At number 4, I'm actually going with this 96 Trevor Story. I think this was the meta best shortstop in the game for a little bit, but with all the new shortstops coming out, I don't think he really deserves any higher than number 4 for me. Number 3, we gotta go with Jordan Groshans, my dude. He is so good. One of the best and smoothest swings in the entire game. Yeah, absolutely juiced. Love this card. Number 2, we got to go with Wander Franco, 99 overall. This guy is really, really, really good. Diamond defense, 84 speed, very good hitting. Good card if you like switch hitters. I don't really like his swing that much. That's why he's not in my lineup. I actually sold mine. So, and then number 1 is going to be kind of a tough one. I really like this Xander Bogaerts, so I don't think I think I'm doing Xander dirty if I don't put him in the top 5. So Xander Bogaerts might actually be tied with Wander Franco for the second best shortstop in the game right now. Man's got diamond defense technically at parallel 5, really good offensive attributes, and a really good right-handed swing, which is surprising because I suck with righties, like I keep saying. But number 1 has to be Trey Turner for me. This guy is ridiculous. They gave him such juice stats. A little bit lacking in the power department versus lefties, but still 87 power is nothing to be sad about. Silver defense at short, not the greatest, but 99 speed. He's the best leadoff hitter you can have, and he's just been absolutely demolishing baseballs for me online and batting 500 after 49 plate appearances. Man, is absolutely ridiculous. Now sliding over to third base, which is a very top heavy category. I don't even have to leave this page because after that it's just absolute crap. So primary third baseman, honorary mention Troy Gloss, honorable mention to Kyle Seager as well. Both good bats, but not able to make the top 5. Let's go off with number 5. We're going to go with Eduardo Escobar. This guy's very solid. He's got good power numbers, decent contact, diamond defense. A lot of switch hitters out here as well. Rafi Devers, we're going to give the 4 spot to. Very, very good. If every pitcher in the game was right-handed, this would be the best best third baseman in the game. Sorry, good arm strength as well. So I love Rafi Devers. No, more power to you if you like to use him in your lineup. Number 3, this card hasn't even been released yet, but I'm still gonna call Pablo Sandoval the third best third baseman in the game currently. He's gonna be amazing. Parallel 5, he has 80 plus power to both sides, 100 plus contact against righties, and diamond defense at third base. If he had secondary catcher, I would be perfect, but but still, I'll take this Pablo Sandoval. I don't know what I'm going to use him, but number 2, we're going to go with Jose Ramirez. I love this card, man. I have been doing absolutely amazing with it. I'm batting .415 with 11 home runs and 40 plate appearances. Man hits a home run pretty much every at-bat, so gotta love him. And then, of course, who else could it be? Chipper Jones, number 1 overall, Live Series Collection Reward. I would hope that he's in the discussion to be the number 1 third baseman as of now. I'm sure we'll get a better one at some point, but for now, still the meta is going to be Chipper Jones. Now, moving over to second base. Second base is kind of a tough one. There aren't a lot of good primary second basemen. It's a very, very shallow position, so we're going to start off at the number 5 second baseman. Sorry, that's going to be Adam Frazier, the Pirates All-Star Series card from Team Affinity 3. Great contact, decent power against lefties, if I'm being honest, and that's a good lefty-lefty matchup to have. Diamond defense. The only problem with this card and why nobody is going to use this card ever is that power versus righties, man. 54 is not going to cut it. Not even in Battle Royale, man. I can't deal with that. Good swing, good card if you're doing a Pirates theme team build. Very good card, but yeah, Adam Frazier, number 5. Number 4, this might be a hot take, but Player of the Month, Marcus Semien. May Monthly Awards, Lightning Diamond. Another right-handed swing that I just cannot touch a baseball with. I'll show you my stats with him. I am batting .300, so it could be worse, but yeah, this Marcus Semien card, dude, not it. Not it for me personally. Number 3, we're going to go with 98 Ozzie Albies. Good against lefties, bad against righties. What more can I say? That's pretty much the only flaws, that right-handed attributes. Good defense at second base as well. Number 2, we got Rake Cronenworth. This man is amazing, and he definitely plays above that attribute of 76 power versus lefties. Diamond defense, 83 speed. Very good candidate to be your leadoff hitter, if I'm being honest. And then number 1, of course, who else could it be? Same thing as Chipper had third base on lock. Jackie Robinson is the best second baseman in the game currently. I do recommend using your creative player at second base. Whenever I used my creative player, I had him at second base. So if you are a fan of using caps, second base is a good place to put a bat. In my opinion, I think it's the most shallow position, or maybe a secondary. I think I'm currently rocking Jose Ramirez at second base, so that's always a good option as well. But if you have this Jackie, definitely the best option. Now, moving over to first base, this was a very different conversation to have a week ago when it was basically David Ortiz and Jim Thome holding down the fort. So honorable mention to those guys. Still very good bench bats in my opinion, but neither one of them cracks my top 5. At number 5, we're actually going to go with Matt Olson, dude. This card, when Team Affinity 3 dropped, this was going to be my starting first baseman until they dropped 4 other amazing cards. So, Matt Olson, very good contact power, good defense. Yeah, absolute stud. One of the best swings in the game as well. Number 4, I'm going to go with Eddie Murray. I don't know why, but I can't hit a ball over the fence with this card. I'm 6 for 17 with him with 6 singles. I can't even get a double out of this man. But still, very good switch hitting bat. He has the power numbers there and diamond defense at first, so this might be number 1 for some people. Number 3 and 2 are basically the same card. I'm going to put Pete Alonso at 3 because he's right-handed, but Pete Alonso, I want you to look at these stats. 104, 92, 125, 125. Those are his hitting stats. At number 2, we have Prince Fielder, 109, 91, 125, 125. It's almost the same exact card, just a lefty. So I'm currently rocking Prince Fielder as my starting first baseman. But Pete Alonso, if you like righties, he's literally the same card. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., clearly the best first baseman at this point. I, unfortunately, opened 12 Home Run Derby and All-Star Game packs, and I pulled 0 rare rounds. So I, unfortunately, have not had the pleasure of using this card yet. So hopefully when the BR program comes out on Tuesday, I'll be able to draft him at least so I can get some swings in with him. But for now, yeah, no Vlad Guerrero Jr. for me, sadly. So that's my first base rankings. Last position we have to go here is catcher. And at number 5, we're going to go with this Home Run Derby, Salvador Perez. He's got 95 plus contactable sides, good power numbers. Not the best defense, that's why he slides into that 5 spot, but a very good offensive catcher, that's for sure. All right, so at number 4, we are going to go with Salvador Perez, 97 overall from Team Affinity 3. A little bit better than his Home Run Derby card defensively. That's why he's ranked a little bit higher than him. But still, either one of these Salvador Perez cards, I assume you'd be able to get both of them pretty easily, are very, very good options for you to use at catcher. Number 3, we're going to go with kind of a homer pick. This is one of those cards that I just absolutely rake with, and I personally recommend you try out Carlos Santana's 95 overall signature series. Also a good card to have when the new collection drops at some point, where you're going to need to collect signature series. Very good switch hitting bat and good defense behind the plate as well. I never had any complaints to have about Carlos Santana backing up my backing up my pitching staff. So very, very good card to have at home plate. But he's going to be our number 3 catcher. Number 2 is going to be JT Realmuto's 98 overall. If we're going just by primaries, this is the best primary catcher you can have. 98 arm strength behind the dish, so he's going to gun out every runner you can get. I believe he also has the pop time quirk. Yeah, catcher pop time, so that means he throws out runners a lot easier. Good offense, 74 speed for a catcher is amazing as well. But we all know who the best catcher is in the game, and that is 98 Kyle Schwarber. I know I said I was doing primaries, but this card is too good to not talk about. He is my starting catcher, and he probably will be until they release some absolutely insane card at the end of the game. I honestly don't know. Maybe if they get like a 99 Yasmani Grandal, it'll replace him, but for now, Schwarber is lockdown catcher for me right now. All right, now we're going to get into, let's start with the starting pitching for now. We're going to go into the starting pitching category, and we're going to start off with left-handed throwers. At my number 5 spot for the lefties, I'm going to have to go with this Cliff Lee. Very solid card, amazing pitch control. He just doesn't really have the speed that I'd like for him to have. Yeah, he doesn't blow anybody away. Even on Hall of Fame, it's still a little bit too slow to catch up to, so if you're absolutely perfect every pitch you throw, he'll be fine, but other than that. Number 4, I'm going to go with Yusei Kikuchi. Pretty decent pitch mix, 96 mile per hour fastball, definitely solid enough. Number 3, we're going with this 98 overall James Paxton, the flawless reward. Great pitch mix, not quite enough speed, but definitely a solid option for you at starting pitcher. Number 2 for lefties is going to be Vida Blue. This man gives out vitamins on the daily, and you know vitamins aren't good. I'm just saying cheesy shit right now. It's like 1 in the morning while I'm recording this. So very good card. Vida Blue is going to be our number 2. But at number 1, I think you know who we're going to go with here. And that is Mr. Al Leiter, the 97 overall, 118 hits per 9, sinker, cutter, curveball, slider, fastball. He's got the vertical movement. He's got the horizontal movement. He's got the all different pitches going all different directions. This card is damn near unhittable. If you see this card, request a friendly immediately because you're not putting up any runs on this guy. Now moving over to the right-handed pitching category, we're going to slide Edward Cabrera in at number 5. Now this might be one where you're going to want to turn the YouTube video off at this point because you're going to think this is a freezing cold take, but they released so many good right-handed pitchers this week. Edward Cabrera slid down to number 5 for me. Still very good on Hall of Fame, but very hittable on All-Star for using him on there. At number 4, I'm going to go with German Marquez. German Marquez has been lights out for me so far. Very good card, fastball sinker, very good pitch mix, throws 97, so he will blow some guys away for you. Yeah, definitely recommend this German Marquez. Very easy to get as well. In the number 3 spot, I'm actually going to go with Jacob deGrom. This man absolutely mows people down. Yeah, 99 fastball with outlier. He's got a 2-seamer. If he had a sinker, he would easily be the best pitcher in the game, but unfortunately not that great. 120 per 9, 116K per 9, and he actually has 73 contact versus left and 44 power. So if you haven't seen this guy's hitting stats, they're pretty good. Not as good as our number 1 pitcher, but we'll get there in a second. I'm going to put Freddie Peralta in the 2 spot. Amazing per 9s, good pitch mix, throws very, very hard. And then, of course, at number 1, Shohei Ohtani. This is the best card in the entire game. Yeah, even if his pitching card wasn't that good, his hitting is just phenomenal. This could be my starting any baseman. And then he's also going to be my ace in my pitching staff. So 99 Shohei Ohtani is easily the best pitcher. I would like to give an honorable mention to this 97 Lance Lynn. I faced him the other day. I could not put up a single run on this man. He was absolutely lights out. So if you're looking for a budget beast, Lance Lynn's the way to go. Now we're almost to the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on it. We're going to go over the best left-handed relievers. We're going to do, let's go with just the top 3 left-handed relievers, and then we're going to go with the top 5 right-handed relievers, just because there are so many more right-handed relievers. So coming in at number 3 is actually not even going to be a diamond left-handed reliever. That is Gold Aroldis Chapman. This man is still in my rotation, even though he's not a diamond anymore. in my bullpen, I should say. He's got a 99 fastball, slider, sinker, splitter. If you know how to control this guy, you're going to be lights out with him. Still to this day, people can't hit Chapman. It's very difficult to. All right, so Chapman's going to be in the number 3 spot for me. Number 2 is going to be actually not Greg Soto. It's going to be Josh Hader. Now, Josh Hader is a pretty damn good pitcher. He's got 125 per nines, very good pitch mix. Unfortunately, fastball, two-seam slider, changeup isn't really good enough for me. I prefer to someone have a sinker or a cutter, and I think you know where I'm going with this. The best left-handed reliever in the game right now, that is Gregory Soto. Gregory Soto's got the sinker, he's got the fastball, he's got outlier on the sinker, he's got a slider and a changeup. Slightly better pitch mix than Hader, but still Hader and Gregory Soto. I'd say it's kind of a coin flip between the two. Hader does have the better per 9 advantage, so maybe you do a little bit better with him. But those are my top 3, and those are the only 3 that I'm currently rocking in my rotation or my bullpen. Let's talk about the 5 righties that you should be rocking. All right, so our number 5 right-handed reliever is actually going to be the quote-unquote best reliever in the game, and that is this Mariano Rivera. I don't know why, but he's just a very hittable card, so anytime somebody brings in Mo, I kind of get excited because I feel like he's a very easy card to hit. I've done pretty well with him at 7 2/3, but I know a lot of people who do not like this card, so I'm going to put him in the number 5 spot because I'm not as confident as him with them in my top 4 picks. At number 4, we're going to go with 95 Lee Smith. This dude mows people down for me. Great pitch mix. As soon as they get wise to the fastball cutter mix, you just throw a forkball in there and they have no idea what's going on. Yeah, Lee Smith, number 4, best relief pitcher, right-handed relief pitcher in the game. Number 3, we're going to go Rob Dibble, the Dibster, Rob Dibski, my dude. Fastball, slider, cutter, that's all he needs. The fastball that comes out of Rob Dibble's hand is just unhittable. Such a good card. I would rely more heavily on the off-speed stuff than his fastball, though. Use his fastball like maybe once an at-bat, and then you'll do absolutely amazing with him. I did give up a few runs with him in his last outing. That's why his ERA's ballooned a little bit, but still got the .87 whip for me. Also, 18 strikeouts in 12 innings pitched. Man, has been ridiculously good with the strikeout numbers. Number 2 is a new card, and that is this 96 Alex Reyes. I am absolutely in love with this card. Fastball, sinker, slider, 12-6 changeup. He does have outlier, and the per 9s are mwah, chef's kiss. Very, very good. And number 1 just came out. It's the new World Series reward. That is 99 Rich Gossage, 125 per 9s, fastball, sinker, slurve, changeup. Great picks mix. I would be on the lookout for that 99 Kenley that's coming out on Tuesday as a BR Flawless reward. That might be a guy you might want to put in the top 5 for sure. Yeah, hopefully he's better than that 99 Mo, though. So yeah, Rich Gossage is your best relief pitcher, and that does it for us today, guys. I'll show you my God Squad real quick, how I piece this team together. I think I'm currently, the only thing I might want to be changing right now is I'm rocking Trey Turner in center. I might move Trey Turner over to center, or to shortstop, and move Jose Ramirez over to second. But until Jackie Robinson proves me wrong, or Trey Turner proves to me he can't play center, I honestly think I'm going to keep it like this for a little bit. Acuna's been mashing for me. Trey Turner's been mashing for me. Steve Finley's been great. All these guys have really been doing awesome. And this is the bench I'm rocking right now. Trout, Ramuto, Castellanos. I told you about that. Soto earlier. And Judge has been really good for me. My pitching staff is looking like this at the moment. I did slide that Lance Lynn in there just over Tom Glavine. I do like Tom Glavine quite a bit, but I do think Lance Lynn's going to do a little bit better for me. So currently we're rocking only right-handed pitchers with Shohei as our ace. And then the bullpen's pretty much just like I showed you, except for Goose Gossage is the 95 because I don't have his 99 yet. So be sure to follow me on Twitch because I will be grinding for World Series this year, trying to get that 99 Goose so I can slide him into this bullpen and make it the best bullpen possible, in my opinion. But anyways, let me know what you guys are rocking on your God Squad down in the comments. Be sure to tag me in your God Squads on Twitter and Instagram. I love talking God Squads and giving you recommendations. I had a few people DM me on Twitter their God Squads and post about it, so that's super cool. I appreciate all the support lately. Thanks for helping me reach 700 subscribers. Let's shoot for 1,000 by the end of this year, guys. You've been amazing for me, and y'all have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for watching.